Hello, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum with these stories from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Even though winter's more than 3 weeks away, officially arriving with the winter solstice at 9:47 p.m. Monday the 21st, the National Weather Service has issued its first preseason freeze warning for both Thursday night into Friday morning and Friday night into Saturday morning. Even if the mercury doesn't officially hit 32 either morning, some neighborhoods will most likely see freezing temps. That means it's time for us to bust out our 3 Ps reminder. Anytime the mercury is expected to be at or below 32, think about your pets. If they can't handle the cold, bring them indoors. Maybe you're worried about exposed outdoor pipes or faucets freezing. Go ahead and let them drip through the night. Do you have plants susceptible to the cold? Well, just cover them up with plastic or even a blanket. We even have a couple of bonus P reminders. Pools. You might consider keeping the pump running through the night to keep water circulating and prevent ice. And last but certainly not least, people. Bundle up yourself and your family and check on your neighbors you might be worried about. The full forecast in a couple of minutes. Lots of other news. A shock delivered by UNLV President Neil Samatres during the Thursday morning meeting of the University Regents. The Review-Journal's Richard Lake reports Friday that Samatres announced the death of noted economist and frequent local news information and soundbite source, Dr. Keith Schwer. More on Schwer's life and death in print and online Friday. The Review-Journal recently completed another round of public opinion surveys and will be publishing the results over the next few days. Look in the Friday RJ editions for who would win head-to-head races between Harry Reid and a couple of his potential Republican opponents. As always, all of our surveys are available at lvrj.com/polls. Review-Journal Capitol Bureau Chief Ed Vogel reports the idea of a special session of the Nevada State Legislature is moving from possible to probable. Look for more in print and online Friday about that session, which would likely deal not just with continuing budget shortfalls, but also trying to enact emergency legislation to make Nevada eligible for federal education money. The American Civil Liberties Union recently basically won a case against the city of Las Vegas about free speech and the Fremont Street experience. Well, the RJ's Carrie Geer-Teveno reports Friday that the ACLU has now filed a contempt motion claiming the city is still kicking people out of the area.
What are the hurdles you need to jump through?
Okay, a city permit for one from the city of Las Vegas. Okay, and a permit from the Fremont Street experience. Because when you perform out here, just like when someone performs on the stage, they got to know that you're actually doing business out here. If you get hurt or something happens.
Well, we're not doing business, we're just tap dancing.
Yeah, I'm just tap dancing.
Step-by-step openings of the various buildings throughout the massive City Center project, continuing with the luxury non-gaming Mandarin Hotel now taking guests. It's an opportunity for us to invite you again to check out the Review-Journal's in-depth, multimedia, interactive look at all of City Center, from a video background piece to a clickable map detailing the ins and outs of the place. It's all at lvrj.com/citycenter. That's all one word, City Center. Moving on to sports, NASCAR Champions Week continued Thursday with a way cool rip-roaring ride up and down the Las Vegas Strip by some of the country's hottest drivers. Check the ReviewJournal.com multimedia pages for videos showing the crowds, the excitement, and, well, you gotta see the spin-outs and burnouts right there at Spring Mountain and the Strip. Sports columnist Ed Graney writes in Friday's printed online RJ about 4-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champ Jimmy Johnson and his big Friday night shindig set for the win. Thursday night's opening night of the huge Wrangler NFR National Finals Rodeo at the Thomas & Mack. Look for the RJ's Jeff Wolf as he follows roper Trevor Brazil's quest for a record-tying 7th all-around title. Whew! Aren't you glad it's finally Friday? Well, that means it's once again time for the RJ's complete guide to doing and dining in Southern Nevada, with the cover story on those cowboys all over town for the next several days. The neon section, though, has a lot more to offer, from concert information to a thorough restaurant and event guide to movie reviews and listings. Now your weather. We've already talked about the freeze warning, so let's get right to the numbers for the next 4 days. Daytime highs are forecast to stay pretty much in the 50s to go along with those frosty morning lows. And yes, the National Weather Service is including chances for rain, not just for Monday, but for Tuesday as well. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.